Are you thinking of moving to Noblesville, Indiana? Well, in this video, I am going to show you around town to give you the real vibe of what it is like living in Noblesville, Indiana. I will show you some of the more popular places and a few things to do right here in Noblesville. Now, if you are curious about neighborhoods and what kind of homes are available in your budget here in Noblesville, then watch my neighborhood tour. I will put a link to it in the description below. In that tour, I will show you homes in various price points so you can see exactly what kind of home your budget will get you right here in Noblesville. And we're gonna roll on that right now. If this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything about living in Indianapolis, Indiana and the surrounding areas just like Noblesville, then smash that subscribe button below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market in Noblesville, Indiana. My name is Cara with FC Tucker, your local real estate expert, bringing you another episode of Indy Vibe. Okay, our first stop is downtown Noblesville. Now, the downtown area in Noblesville is just so charming. I mean, the city has done an excellent job preserving its historic buildings. Now, this is the historic Noblesville Square in downtown Noblesville. It is literally a square smack between 9th Street and 8th Street and bordered on the north by Logan Street and the south by Highway 38/Highway 32/Conde Street. And these streets are lined with cafes, boutiques, antique stores, restaurants, ice cream parlor, just to name a few. And don't worry, I'm gonna go over some of them that are noteworthy. Let's start with the centerpiece. Right in the middle of the square is the Hamilton County Courthouse. Oh, it stands so beautifully with that iconic clock tower overlooking the city. It's just magnificent. It is actually in the National Register of Historic Places. But up until 1977, this beautiful building, well, actually the building adjacent to it, but it's equally beautiful, served as a county jail. Well, you almost would want to commit a misdemeanor just to be able to say you spent a few in this beautiful building. Now, for a fun fact for you, or not so fun fact. Charles Manson? Yes, Charles Manson actually spent time in the Hamilton County Jail. It's a little bit creepy to think that at some point he was breathing and living right here in Noblesville. Goosebumps. Now, let's highlight some of the good cafes and restaurants right on the square. You know, when we used to live here, our favorite was the Hamilton. And I was so devastated to know when we moved back to Indy that they have closed down. The owners have retired. But on the same spot right on Conde Street, right now is BICA Café. Now their dishes have both an Italian and Portuguese flair. BICA is actually a Portuguese word that means cafe in English, and they serve delish brunches. Now, if you're not very adventurous as far as food and still would prefer American dining, well, there is of course the Uptown Cafe, right on the southwest corner of the square. Now, this cafe has been a permanent fixture in Noblesville dating back in the 1930s. They have recently added a bar, which is always good for happy hour. Now, speaking of bar, there is also the Sid's Bar on the opposite side, on the northwest corner of the square. Now, this is another old-timer. This bar has been serving Noblesville since 1945. Next to it is Texy Mexy, serving your favorite Tex-Mex dishes with ultra-fresh ingredients and handcrafted margaritas. Yum, must I say more? Well, these guys actually started out as a vendor in the farmer's market, but now they have a brick mortar location, their very own restaurant right on the square. Kudos. Okay, so 9th Street Bistro, well, you guessed it right. It is indeed on 9th Street. They have this Sunday supper club where you can pick up ready-to-eat meals on Sundays. The meals are prepared by Chef Samir and Chef Rachel from their scratch kitchen. And they change the menu weekly. You can also freeze the food. So if I were you, I will order for the entire week. It is like having your own personal chefs. Now, this alone is probably going to get you sold to moving to Noblesville. Seriously, I am so tempted because I don't cook. And finally, you cannot possibly go to the square without stopping by Alexander's on the square. Some 13 years ago when I was pregnant, I used to come here for ice cream. And my baby, he would kick real hard because he loved it just as much. Now, they have been on the square much longer than 13 years. And you will definitely enjoy over 30 great flavors of hand-dipped ice cream. It is one you should not miss when you visit downtown Noblesville. Now, on to shopping. Where do people go to shop here in Noblesville? Well, one popular spot is the Hamilton Town Center. It is an outdoor mall that showcases a variety of retail shops and restaurants. So here's a driving tour of the mall. Now, if you want a unique shopping experience, I would go to the Logan Village Mall. You will absolutely love this place. It has over 45 boutiques offering vintage, repurposed furniture, locally crafted pottery, handcrafted items, clothing, jewelry, children's toys, and Annie Sloan chalk paint. Yes, so if you love Annie Sloan, you can still get it locally. I used to go to the Arts District to get it, but that shop closed down. They retired as well. I don't know why everybody's retiring. Well, good for them. But anyway, you can easily spend hours in this mall and you will always come home with something unique and special. Now, let's talk about the outdoors. Noblesville has among the most gorgeous parks. Let's start with the small one called Federal Hill Commons. Now, this is an urban park right in downtown Noblesville. And during the summer, they host a farmer's market every Sunday morning where they have a great variety of vendors and food trucks. Now, there is also a free yoga class every month. There is also a pavilion there where they hold live concerts of bands, both local and regional, during the summer months. Now, since we filmed this in the middle of winter, they actually transformed a section of the park to offer ice skating. And there's that custard food truck, which you can periodically spot at this park. Now, a much bigger park is Forest Park. This is a 150-acre park just a few miles from downtown Noblesville. Now, in addition to the playgrounds and trails, the park offers several amenities like a 9-hole golf course. And if you're into extreme sports, they got you covered with their skate park. They also have the Forest Park Aquatic Center with an Olympic-sized swimming pool. It also houses the Little Beauty Carousel that was built in 1920 and became a permanent park fixture in 1996. Families visiting the park can enjoy unlimited miniature golf, carousel rides, and access to the swimming pools for only $15. Now, Forest Park is also home to the Nickel Plate Express. This is a family-friendly train excursion and you board it right in the park. Now, from April to December, the train offers themed excursions aboard the historic 1956 Santa Fe El Capitan cars. Now, one of the most popular excursions is the Pumpkin Express. This is a 25-minute trip to a nearby pumpkin patch. Meanwhile, the Reindeer Express includes an interactive sing-along, a story, and even a visit with Santa. Now, speaking of Santa, when we visited Noblesville Square, there was this horse-drawn carriage going around the square with Santa aboard. And I met the horse. This is Toby, all 2,200 pounds of him. He is super handsome. I just want to take him home. Well, hopefully you found this helpful and you enjoyed the tour around Noblesville. Now, if you lived in Noblesville before or you live in Noblesville now, please comment below and let us know what you like or don't like about the area. That really helps people who are watching the video from other areas that are thinking about moving to Noblesville so that they can get a local stake on the situation. I get calls and emails every day from people just like you looking for help on making their move to Noblesville, and I absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email so we can help you make a smooth move to Noblesville, Indiana. I appreciate very much all your support. I absolutely love it. Anyway, I hope to see you in town. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.